Okay, thank fuck. I thought I'd have to restart my phone again like I did yesterday. The Maze Runner. Universally negative ratings. I watched it on Disney Plus based off the book by James Nashner and starring Dylan O'Brien, Will Poulter, Kaya Scodelario, Thomas Rudy Sangster. Giancarlo Esposito? Nathalie Emmanuel? Aidan Gillen? Catherine McNamara? The fuck? Weldon Goggins. Right, I swear if like all these people I would have recognized them. It must be the cast of Scorched Trials or Death Cure or something. Because you know what Google's like. Anyway, it's terrible. Maybe it's because it's not what I was expecting. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch Scorched Trials or Death Cure. A Time to Kill. Somehow mixed ratings. Look at that. It's Rotten Tomatoes giving it a bad rating, whereas IMDb giving it a good rating. I wonder what's up with that. Anyway. Directed by Joel Schumacher, watched on Disney Plus, starring Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Spacey, Donald Sutherland, Kiefer Sutherland. Octavia Spencer. It's great. This Twitter as of 8 to 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 18th of December 2022. Wikipedia page for the December 15th, 2022 Twitter suspensions. On December 15th, 2022, several high-profile journalists had their accounts from the Twitter platform in an event that was dubbed the Thursday Night Massacre. Libtarps are so overdramatic they wrote an entire Wikipedia article about being suspended from Twitter. Woman who sent explicit messages about wanting to have with a 9-year-old girl, and her mum was in fact communicating with undercover cops. He wants to break to the Daily Telegraph. That's no woman. He's a pedo. Over 1,000 health professionals signed a letter saying don't shut down protests using coronavirus concerns as an excuse. Remember when they didn't let you pray or hug your dying grandma and then did this? The mob after Jeremy Clarkson this morning for pointing out Meghan Markle is an inherently unlikable fake person and then joking about flinging poo at her. No amount of faux outrage and hysteria over misogyny can conceal the fact that yes, indeed, she is a detestable grifter. But she's a woman, he can't say that. Yes, some women are great, some women are odiously unlikable. Deal with it. Embrace equality. Suspension from account yesterday, no longer use account because you said no such thing as a trans kid. Took me 5 minutes to get suspended from Mastodon. There's zero free speech on Mastodon, but that doesn't seem to bother journalists one bit. Taylor Lorenz's account was suspended after tweeting at Elon asking for comment. Here's what she had to say. Cancel culture has gone too far. I think the way that Musk is arbitrarily banning anyone who he personally doesn't like has dangerous consequences for free speech. That's true, but it's coming out of the mouth of a fucking hypocrite. Because, like, despite what he said in a previous Twitter segment, it turns out that the reason why he isn't letting Alex Jones back on Twitter is because Elon's son, I think, or daughter, died, like, was stillborn, like, 20 years ago. So he's biased. Anyway, the gall of Taylor Lorenz saying this is staggering. She should be banned for life for criminal levels of hypocrisy. This woman tried to get Ellipsis TikTok banned for the entire past 2 years. Taylor Lorenz says she has no idea why she's been permanently suspended on Twitter. She says she only had 2 tweets left in her account that were promoting her other social media accounts. She knows she reached out to Elon for comment today on a story she's working on. All this. Send a text or Taylor got it wins. Peaceful Live Candy House is on until Saturday, week or a week and a half from now. If publication facts not a problem, will do. Hi Taylor, if you're not going to publish the addresses, why would you like them? Doxing, stalking, trying to hurt people's loved ones, threatening them is not okay in any situation. People on here who want to constantly stroke these politicized outreach campaigns want to dismiss it, but it shouldn't be dismissed. It has very real consequences, Taylor. I'm not famous and I wasn't a public figure either. When Taylor Lorenz started asking for my address, said it wasn't for publication, and then proceeded to dox me in the NYT with the address she had assumed she wasn't going to publish. Or she assured me she wasn't going to publish. The article was shared many times on Twitter. Such shameful behaviour will not be tolerated going forward. Would be curious if Taylor's suspension had something to do with this. It's Argentina, I think it is. I don't know.
Our Secret Service is launching an initiative to help us identify people who may have been radicalized.
Know the signs.
I'm going to be still going to Los Angeles. I lock it while doing this.
Details dozens of indicators that a friend or family member could be planning a terror attack. As Adam Hollingworth reports, the move comes as our spy chiefs identify a new and worrying type of terrorism.
Time was when the intelligence services were never seen, never heard. But now they're loudly proclaiming your country needs you to keep an eye on those you know, and if necessary, drop them in.
Recognising a potential warning sign and then alerting NZSAS or police could...
This joke might be illegal, but whatever happened to respecting other people's decisions?
The vital piece in the puzzle that ultimately saves lives.
To that end, they're publishing a guide called Know the Signs to help us all identify potential terrorists in our midst.
To pay attention if they are, and to be alert, so that if they see or hear about something that...
I think a symptom of terrorism is when bomb
seems off, that worries them and concerns them, they might have a look at this information to say, does this indicate to me that this person is on the road to actually committing an attack?
The SIS has listed around 50 signs, from obvious ones, like writing on a weapon, as happened in Christchurch, to
a person who is really developing an us versus them worldview.
Authorities say they're usually closely monitoring 40 to 50 potential terrorists.
Well, I mean, what if you were at war with, let's say, America, and the person was adopting a us versus them mentality, as in Americans versus Kiwis?
These people used to be motivated by their white identity or by their faith.
Not all terrorists are white.
But in the past 6 months, a third group has emerged, those motivated by politics.
And so it could be the COVID measures that the government took, or it could be other policies that are interpreted as infringing on rights, and it's what I sometimes describe as a kind of hot mess of ideology.
I don't know if her repeating herself was just a glitch with the video, the original video, or Twitter itself, I don't know. But regardless, I'm going to say this. Elon, fix it, you lazy bastard.
And beliefs fueled by conspiracy theories. The
launch of the initiative Know the Signs is an indicator that the security services know that they can't do it alone. They need the help of the public. But to some, the guide is a first step only.
How do we upskill those people in our community who are much closer to people who might be potentially radicalised and get them to understand what it is they're seeing? That's our challenge.
Adam Hollingworth, News Hub.
New Zealand is gone. Oh, shit, spat everywhere. I'll just go clean up with my hand. New Zealand has gone full police state. Anyone with different POV is an enemy. Remember how I said all government legislation created to allegedly protect you will eventually be twisted to protecting the government from you? New Zealand are pushing the mask off part. Two call leaders accept reality as it is, rather than as they rather than as they wish it to be. The troubles we encounter in life and the pain associated with them are caused by the disparity between our expectations, and the way things are. The more stubbornly we refuse to accept, the more we suffer. C.S. Lewis described the Tao as the objective value system of the universe in which we live relative to the kind of things we are. Awareness of the things we should value puts us in greater harmony. Sorry, I was just gonna bite into it. With ourselves and the world around us. Me saying it is what it is after going through the most traumatic situation of my entire life. Wasps could just be as valuable as bees if we give them the chance. But what do wasps actually give us? Like, bees give us honey. I don't think wasps give us anything. I could be wrong, though. Like, it's being worded as if they're an intelligent species and we're just mass murdering them. Literally any insect or creature I find in the house, I catch and release outside. Wasps are on site. What mosquitoes do. We don't have those. We have mid whatever that is, which pretty much are mosquitoes, just really tiny, and you barely notice them even if they bite you. I've got a spot on my arm that I've had the past couple of days, and I think that something has bit me. I don't know though. Dragon Lord, no! Oh, wise penis man, bestow upon us the knowledge of what the Lord Dragon said this time. He's back on the hop and upload the videos of him playing some guy's Meat Kazoo. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I'm just gonna pause. I'm not gonna redo anything. I'm just gonna pause and scroll past that, then unpause. Or he's probably cheating me with the boys, and you know what's happening. The British government, Mark making a joke about his dog. Me proving everyone that I'm a man-child, everyone tagging Mark. I just want to move on with my life. We recognise that many of our users are active on other social media platforms, however, we will no longer allow free promotion of certain social media platforms on Twitter. Well, give us a list. Right, you're not going to promote that one that, like, the guy got banned in like 5 minutes. What about the right-wing ones or the libertarian ones? What about Parler? What about Gab? What about Minds? What about 4chan? Well, a giant penis is a bigger deal than being arrested by Scotland for having a far-right pug. The first can be more dangerous in the wrong hands. It's not often you see left-right unity, but when you do, it's usually over something astoundingly stupid. You all make everything about politics. He's a former politician. That's kind of expected, madam. And I'm a former hoe, but I still think about other things other than sex. Ain't no former to that title, madam. God damn. Sorry. God damn. The porn identity. I'm in position, totally inconspicuous, scoping for item. Gucci, that's the one. I have the package. Go, go, go. That's it, slang me. Yep, I am following this person. That's the same person they made the Legion of Groom. The comic. That's what I'm thinking of. Gotta hand it to Musk. I expected near total capitulation by now. Quite the opposite, it seems.